What is up? It is Rocky Tiger coming at you with episode 3 on the HearthSide Minecraft server. We are playing in a 1.16 snapshot 20W08A, trying to not break the world as we go and run through the very, very scary Nether update. It's not the spooky update, it's the they just call it the Nether update, but I'm saying it's the very scary Nether update. That's how I'm going to describe it as. At the end of the last episode, we discovered a buried treasure map. And we actually are really, really close by to where the map is leading. Let's go ahead and start off today like I believe I said we would, and see if we can't find ourselves some buried treasure. I think we're going to need to go north first and then circle around to the west. It's an area that we've been at, so... We're on the map. I think it's somewhere right over here, actually. Maybe a little bit over this way. Oh, what is that? That's not a map. Okay. I thought that might have been just the chest sitting there. It's not. We're getting close, though. Let's see. I think we need to be a little bit... I think we're almost on top of it, actually. Let's go find out. No treasure so far, but we have been getting some sand, and sand is good because we need that. Oh, there it is. There's the chest. And we're drowning. Alright, let's gather up this lovely sand that we have been digging out, and we'll pick up the dirt as well. And what do we got? Ooh, lots of stuff and lots of items that I don't know what they are right off the bat because of this new texture pack. Yikes, come on. Okay, made it. Cool. So what did we end up getting? We got 6 emeralds, some prismarine crystals, a heart of the sea, some gold ingots, some iron ingots, and I think some, what was that? Cooked salmon. Cool. Well, we'll take that. I'll be happy with that. That's not a bad treasure whatsoever. So we've accomplished something today that we said we were going to accomplish in the last episode. So I feel pretty good. I think that can be the end of episode 3, right? No. What we're going to do today is we are going to head back up to the top of our mountain, and we are going to do a little bit of outlining our house, because I kind of need to know and get a rough estimate on how much concrete we're actually going to need, as well as terracotta and just other resources in general. Can't really, well, we could start building without having all the materials, but I'd kind of like to have at least somewhat of a clue of how many materials we're actually going to need to get everything up to snuff. Anything worth taking from down here right now? Andesite. Yeah, let's grab the andesite and the diorite. And yeah, we can't grab anything else. We'll leave the dirt. We'll leave the gunpowder. Why am I taking that, you might wonder? Because I've got a chest for storing all of that up here, and I don't actually think there is any andesite in the chest. So that's literally the reason why. This one, yep. I have a chest where I want to store andesite, and I didn't have any andesite, and it was bothering me that I couldn't fill it. So there we go. That's literally the entire reason. Let's see. We've got our kind of junk chest, our minecart chest. This looks like a good chest to use as an extra junk chest. Not really a junk, but just stuff. And we'll put our Heart of the Sea in here. Toss our prismarine crystals, paper, TNT, and stuff. Lily pad, sure, that can go in there. I thought, was it just in the junk chest? Right? Yep, that is where I had the glass, so that's where we'll put the sand. And we'll drop our coal back off there. We've got a good amount of iron for early on in the game. I'm not too upset about that. I do need... Let's see. Where can I put this? Looks like we're going to get another junk chest. That's where we're just going to have a chest monster because it's just going to keep on growing. But we had cleared out this whole area for my house that I'm wanting to build, and I think it's going to be a pretty easy layout. I mean, in all honesty, it's basically going to be, let me see if I can grab some of that dirt. Wrong chest. There we go. We'll get 2 stacks of dirt. I kind of want it to come out to basically right there at the edge. And I want it to be very simple. I don't want it to have a whole lot of curves or anything. I almost want it to be kind of blocky. But I think coming out to about here maybe, and then this will be the deck. And so, or the porch, depending on how you want to look at it. We'll have to be careful so that we don't fall. So the deck or the porch will come out over here. This will be kind of a glass porch type area, so it'll come out kind of, I honestly maybe want to do a covered porch right here, and that will come all the way out to here, and it will come out this way as well. But it's deliberately going to be hanging over the edge and be supported by beams of some sort. And I am going to cover this area up. That's going to be part of kind of like a basement type of area. So I want it to come out to about this far. That gives me enough room to have a nice little area for the water streams. And then it'll come back this way, and I want to have a covered kind of entry area, but I want the entrance to like be a kind of like an entrance vestibule almost, and maybe even just have water coming off this way. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm kind of thinking about pulling it back this way a bit, and then over to the side here, and then over like so. Kind of like that. And this part, the main kind of entrance, is going to be mostly glass, and then glass right here, concrete, glass, concrete, lots of glass and lots of concrete, and kind of this is kind of the overall feel that I'm wanting for it. And I want the main entrance to be literally like these 2 blocks. as well as having kind of, I don't know, probably around here, and then maybe here as well. And there. That's kind of what I am feeling. That's going to take quite a lot of concrete just thinking about it. I mean, just looking at this right now, that took a stack and 3/4 of dirt just to get that much done of just kind of an outline. So that's going to take a ton of concrete and terracotta. That's going to be quite an endeavor. So I think what we're going to do next is take a minute to talk to some of the other HearthSiders and see if we've got a mining desert anywhere that we can go and start collecting the resources that we're going to need to build this. It doesn't look like anyone knows if we've got a mining desert anywhere, and so I'm going to be spending a little bit of time doing some exploring, kind of take a look around the main island where we are located and see if there's just a generous amount of sand anywhere. Kind of take off a little bit and see what there is to see. Almost a full inventory of sand, and I'm going to call it, because of that right over there is a village, and I want to see, I know someone on the server had already found a village, but I don't know if this was the village that has been found, so I'm going to go take a look and see what there is to see over here. And if this is a brand new village that no one else has found yet, I will be super happy. I'm not confident that that's the case or not, but you know, if I can get some villagers earlier on here on the server, that'll make me a really happy camper. Yes, sir, indeed it will. We've got some hay blocks. We've got villagers running around, so at least that's a positive. Bed is still there in place. I guess the key is going to be if any of the... Well, that's no help. If any of the chests or anything, like say the smithing chest is still here, the bell is still here, so that's a good thing. There's a librarian who has not been traded with, I don't think. It's hard to tell with the slightly different user interface with the different texture pack. Let's keep on looking. I'm just looking for a chest. Any sort of chest will do to tell me whether or not this village has been raided. And it has not. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take the bread. Oh, look at the iron golem. That is really cool looking. That's really neat. But that means that getting villagers and starting a villager breeding / villager trading system and getting a little trading hall going on is going to be easy peasy, because I'm pretty sure that honestly, I think I can just head straight west from here, get back to my base, and it's not going to take hardly any time at all. Yep. I'm literally basically heading in a straight west line, and look at that. I am back here now at my base. I'm going to leave this bit of flowing lava here because it's a good way for me to find exactly where I need to be. I am, however, going to do something that I've been kind of meaning to do and just for some reason haven't gotten around to it, and that is I'm going to destroy the stairs going down. about, well, when you add it total up, we've got 2 stacks of white concrete, which is awesome because it means that I can just do this and get the entire base of the house built up. So we've got a good amount of kind of the base outline done. I think this wall I want to be mostly concrete, probably going out almost to here, and then maybe kind of some sort of geometric pattern interlaced with the glass. But I'm out of birch planks. I did bring some birch saplings over here for that exact purpose because I'm out of birch. Ow. And splish. We are now going to go and see if we can find a little bit of a desert is actually what I really want right now. And that's mainly because I need cactus. And where did the other one go? Did we only get one piece of cactus from that? Oh well, we got cactus. That's what counts. I seem to be... Oh, that's why we didn't pick it up. We were lagging. Lagging. I don't know what we're about, but flowing lava. I ended up way further north than I thought I was. So yeah, I'm just not gonna say how long it took me to find my way back here. And you're not gonna ask, and we'll call it even. Putting stuff away where it belongs. We have some more sand. We've got some more stuff. Another heart of the sea. Awesome. Yeah, I guess this is the new miscellaneous stuff box. Do I have... I guess I have a new one. Well, at least we now have stacks and stacks and stacks of white concrete powder, so we can get to doing a lot of the building. The only thing is I'm gonna have to go and find a place to get some cornflower, and I think that just means going back to spawn. I think that spawn is located at the right, or in the right biome for that. Now here's what I'm wanting to do, and it is going to require converting some concrete. So let's get that done. This is probably the least efficient way of converting concrete, but you know, does it work? Yes it does. So what I'm gonna do here is kind of try and break up some of the lines. I don't want it to look just like a completely square box, so I'm actually gonna have concrete coming out there, which of course needs to be straight up concrete, can't be concrete powder, or it will obviously be a gravity block and fall. I also have no good way of getting back up there right now. Ruh-roh. So, and this part I also want to be concrete down in the floor. So let's get that. I want that to be concrete. Actually, this part I want to be concrete all the way up. I just want to have a big kind of glass window here, stretching out to about, probably about here, actually. We'll go to about there and then go back up. So this will just be a big glass window, then we'll have concrete again, because this whole deck is going to extend around the side over here, so that's a-okay to have this part. I know that's like, oh, but what about the view? But we'll have the view out on the deck itself, so that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna get to laying out some of this stuff a little bit more, head back over to spawn, get myself some cornflower, do some converting here. And yeah, meet up with you guys in a little bit more. Got some cornflower, got some green dye, which means we can make some blue dye, which means we can make some cyan dye. Awesome. And that means we can make some cyan stained glass, which now means that we can make green stained glass. Ah, I hit the wrong one. Cyan stained glass. I thought that looked funny. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. So we just wasted some glass. Oh, well, that's not the end of the world. But we've got some cyan stained glass, which means we can make some cyan glass panes, which means that we can get started on part of this. So I want the door to be right here, and just glass, glass, glass everywhere. And that's gonna be a challenge. I also am not 100% certain how I want the doors to open yet, or even what type of doors we're gonna get. I want to say iron doors, maybe? Let's see what those look like. Iron doors might be the most modern looking one with this texture pack. There's just the problem that we always run into with doors and glass panes, is there's this gap right here. So we'll get rid of that, that, and that, and that, as much as it pains me, and we'll replace those with just straight up blocks. And I think that I could just pop some stone buttons on there. I can't remember if you can put buttons on glass though. We'll find out in a minute. Let's see. Okay, there's stone. There's a stone button. Ah, but that's not the right side, is it? What? Why is that not working? Am I just being dumb? Like, that should have worked, kind of. Oh well. Alright, and then we just need to do a little bit of redstone underneath there so that both the doors will open at the same time. So it's really not pretty, and it opens up both doors at the same time. I am not a redstoner, but I'll leave it for now. I'm going to go over to the spawn area to give my opinion, apparently, on a build. So without further ado, let's find a good spot to put this and warp ourselves over there. And by that I mean use video editing. Alright, gone and took a look at Vikings build, or the start of Vikings build. I think it looks really nice, but he told me that I'm not allowed to share it on YouTube because, what was it say? What do you say? Ew, don't show this on YouTube. It's not done yet and it's not pretty. So we're not gonna go and take a look at it. In fact, I'm gonna do this and then this. There we go. So we're going to slowly walk back and away from the build. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna be nice and not show it off until he thinks it's ready. It's better than most of the stuff that I build, if not all the stuff that I build. Like I said, I'm not a very good builder. Actually, I did say that earlier when I was showing off the build, and now I've got to say it again. But oh well. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've gone and we have found the materials that we're going to need to kind of build the main structure of our starter house / base. And I think that's going to be a good stopping off point for us. If you are liking the video and have watched up to this point, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any comments or suggestions on how I should go about building, or anything that I might be able to do to modify my base or house, which should start popping up in the distance here in just a minute, but go ahead and leave that as a comment. And if you're enjoying the series so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. New videos on the HearthSide server will be coming out on a semi-regular basis. A lot of it just depends on me kind of figuring out overall schedule for all of these videos. Yeah, there you go. There you can see my house up there. In the meantime, if you're enjoying my type of commentary and my sort of gameplay, then why don't you go ahead and check out my Long Dark Nomad Survival Challenge series. It is a series that is about to start, or by this time this video goes up, should have already started, where I play the video game The Long Dark with a Nomad Survival challenge mode that is found on that game. It is a ton of fun and hopefully entertaining, and also just kind of gives a little bit of variety to my channel. But you know, it's up to you. I obviously am gonna say, you know, watch the video. Please watch the video. But you know, your choice. Anyways, that's all I've got time for today, so I will see you on the next episode of HearthSide. Bye!